Now, for full transparency, right? This office that I'm in at the minute has a washing machine and a tumble dryer, and I need to get some clothes cleaned, ready for the week's work. So excuse the noise in the background, but it is what it is, and I'll say cheers. And what we're going to be looking into today is Algorand, which, again, full transparency, is my favourite coin out of all coins. It's the penultimate, because of course Bitcoin is the ultimate. But penultimately, Algorand is the way forward. I love the project, and it's been coming up the ranks, and it is awesome. So let's look at a little bit of Algorand. I'm going to run in the intro, and then we're going to get straight into it. Be sure to see the whole video, because at the end I'm going to give you some price predictions of where I can see Algorand going this bull run. So let's just see if that's right at the end of the year, but let's see what happens. Okay! That intro, I know I say it every time, but really, I really do like it. Let's just try and get the volume about where we need it to be. Let's go and check out Algorand. So down here on my chart, I have the Algorand area, which I've got Algorand USD, Algorand GBP, because I'm in Britain, and Algorand in Bitcoin. That's normally what I trade in. So, hence the fibs and the Bollinger Bands being in there already. Now, I haven't looked at this. Chart before doing this video, so all this is what I'm about to do is on the fly. So yeah, let's just bang straight onto this. But before I do that, you can see up here that I've got my Algorand page. It's there. Now, something that I wasn't aware of until I did a little bit of research and looked into it is with regards to NFTs. This here. 100,000 creators have been built on the Algorand network. Did you know that? I didn't realise that NFTs were so high on Algorand. Now, I know that Algorand has pure proof of stake. The Algo, they call it now. It's had a change of words, so it's now called the Algo. Is incredible. It's got a burn-in with every token. It says, this is what I use, by the way, if I'm going to trade something fast and I need to get my money from one exchange to another, say Coinbase to Binance or whatever, I'll trade it into Algorand and then send it, because it's instant. And when I say instant, even they say for 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds or something. It's like the beginning. Maybe the homepage might help. DeFi institution technology. Yeah, we know that. Look at all these partners, man. It's massive. This is it. This is the future. Algorand is the future. Even the Marsh Islands, they were having a go at gonna use Algorand. I think that fell through, to be honest, but it's still on the cards to be used as their main currency. It's just so fast. It's just the best project that I have ever come across. It does everything. It is the best. Okay, I'm going to shut up now and get on with it. If you don't know what Algorand is, have a look into it. So it doesn't work on proof of work like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the rest of those projects that use a lot of mining technology. It works on proof of stake. But the problem is with proof of stake is that there's forking involved, where the blockchain ends up getting too congested, and then it forks off into separate blocks, and there is a chance of interference, and it's not quite that pure with regards to its safety. So there's issues, hence Ethereum are looking at Ethereum 2.0, which they're launching to try and combat that problem. But Algorand already did it a year ago. They brought out pure proof of stake. So look into Algorand, because it is moving up, and it is just flipping awesome. Their staking rewards, they have their own wallet. If you look at the what you call it, the team that are in Algorand, these guys. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said about the team. They are driven. They are incredible, and the co-founder of Algorand is Silvio Marcelli, and this is the guy. He's so humble, yet so knowledgeable when it comes to the crypto market. He's one of the leading cryptographers in the world. He is amazing. Okay, so shout out to him and the rest of his team, who are all incredible people. If you research each one of these names, which I've done in Google, it'll all come up and give you their history about where they've been and what it is that they've done. And the head of marketing, she's gorgeous, and so is she, and he's pretty good looking, and I like him, and he's alright. He's got a big smile, and yeah, he's cool, and you are the man. Right. You look at the bodies; they are all, you know, letters after their name and all the rest of it. And look, they've just gone up. They started at 150. They've gone up to 100 on coin market cap. Then they were hovering around 50 to 60 for ages. And now if we go into coin market cap now and just have a look to see where Algorand is. The search button's around here somewhere. Algo. I'll go and have a look. Algorand is currently ranked 31. It's on the way up. It is incredible. Look. Ready for the next leg up. It's awesome. Moving over to the technical analysis. Now, I was in Algorand for quite some time. When I say quite some time, I came in and saw a W pattern happening. A W patterning happening. I saw the W happen. There it was. It was just here. So I got in. So this is what happened to me, right? I ended up getting in. See where this white dot is? I ended up getting in there, going up, getting really excited. It came down, and then it was like, oh, pants. And it was a massive position. It wasn't leveraged. It was just spot. But I had to wait. Like, I mean, I can't express. I mean, even though it was what? From the 23rd to the 8th. So what's that? 23rd, 8 days. 8, 23rd, 7, 8, 7. So yeah, 2.5 weeks almost 2.5 weeks. I was panicking, thinking, oh dear, it's going to go down here and hover down here, but it didn't. It retrieved, and then I came out here, right? Came out here, and yeah, and that was great. It came down, and I've bought back in. Okay, but I believe with wholeheartedly, if we move these fibs up to where they should be now, because obviously things have changed. If we bring the fibs up to the top line there, and then the bottom to where we are locally, I'm not going to include that wick there because I think that was just a freak out. Freak out. In fact, the textbook is on the fibs that you don't use the wicks. You actually go from the balls. See what I did then? You actually go from the candle rather than the. I'll just move that line as well. Let's just undo that just in case. That was important to me. All right. So I'm going to pull that back down, but I'm going to pull it to the body of the candle, and I'm going to do that. This is just some long thing. Right, let me just lock this. Lock. Because I keep messing it up. There. That's pretty much on, innit? That's pretty much on that bottom candle, okay? So, yeah, so that's that. And then we're going to go to the top. Sorry, guys. Then we're going to go to the top. Right, now we can unlock it because I need to move it. So unlock, and then I'm going to bring that to the top of the actual candle. Okay, and the candle is there. So I'm just going to put a line. I'm going to put a line so I can see it right there, and it's going to be yellow, which is no one else is seeing. Now I can shrink it down, guys. This is some long right. Boom. So now our fibs are nice and tight to where we want them. From a big standpoint now, so this is like day to week trading. This is not something where you're scalping. The fibs are too high and too big, and the range is too long. So first of all, let's just look at the weekly and find out if we're in an upwards trend on the weekly, and we need to make sure we're above the 20 SMA to do that. And yes, we are. So we are officially on the weekly on the weekly chart above the 20 SMA, and then obviously we go down to the daily. We are above the 20 SMA, and yeah, so it's a great time to get in my opinion. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and all the rest of that jazz. Don't sue me if you lose all your money. It's yours. You're an adult. Well, you should be if you're watching this and you're messing around with it. So you've got to do your own diligence and your own research on it. But okay, so that is the situation with regards to Algorand. Now, most of you will know, if you are a regular viewer of my videos, that the Bollinger Bands to me are something incredible. Regardless of how old they are, Mr. Bollinger himself is very much alive, and he very much goes and does talks, and he hasn't changed his system with the Bollinger Bands. They are still very much there. So we're bouncing up and down. So this is a squeeze, right? Now, the longer the squeeze, the bigger the volatility, all right? Oh, I've just moved it. Right, undo. Now let's lock this thing so it doesn't happen again, right? Lock. Yeah, have some of that. Right. So yeah, what was I saying? Okay, so the longer the squeeze, the more volatility. So now we're above the 20 SMA, which is the medium line of the Bollinger Band. This tells us that we're in an upward trend in the weekly, the monthly. Did we do the monthly? What's the monthly send? Yeah. So at the minute, we're above the monthly. So we've got the monthly, the weekly, and the daily, and we're above it all, which means it's a good signal to go. Now, something else that I really like to use, and those of you that follow me to my channel, you'll know that I also like to use the Ichimoku cloud. It is a very powerful indicator. And whilst I believe that we're not quite there out of the cloud yet, now we've got the Bollinger Band. I'm just gonna get rid of this fib for a second, okay, so that we can see the Bollinger Band clearly. We just want to make sure that we're out of the cloud with the there we go. Today is the day. As long as this day closes, the Tankan and the Kijun are both in the right place. We're ready to go. So as long as today's candle closes above the cloud, then we have a buy signal for Algorand. So this is something exciting. We've got the so as we're going up, we have got the RSI. What do you call it? The come on. I can't remember the name of it, but the RSI is on its way up, and we've also got the histogram of the MACD showing us positive moves. We've got the cross that's changing, the histogram's changing colour, we're above the cloud of the Ichimoku, we're above the 21 SMA. What is the visible range saying? Where are we with regards to the volume of trades? Let's go and get some information on regular price action from a standpoint of view of really there, because anything behind this kind of place here, it was finding its way. The Algorand came out, and then it had to go up and down and sort of find out where it's sitting, and I believe it started to find itself here, and now we're here now, and it's like, okay, now we know where we're trading at, now we know where we're stabilized, and we've got a lot of support here with trades. We're above the green, so the VPR is giving us a really good indication on the daily and on the weekly. Obviously we're not got it's saying the same thing, so we can go down to the 4 hour as well and really go back and get it tight, but it's looking like we've got loads of support in this area. It's looking fantastic. Now again, I'll say again, and I'm not a financial advisor, do your own research, this is for entertainment purposes, but if someone had a gun to my head and said, would you trade this, I would say yes, I would trade it. But I'm not telling you to trade it. Yeah, do you understand? I'm not telling you to trade it. I'm not saying trade this coin that is almost certain to go up right now. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm not saying it. I'm not saying this coin, on all the technical indicators that I've looked at, is suggesting that we're about to have a breakout. I'm not saying that. Okay, just want to make that clear. Good. Okay, good stuff. So that's the technical analysis, and so with regard to divergence and looking, let me just get rid of the let's hide him so we're not seeing him. Let's just look at divergence and see if there is anything that we need to worry about. So we've got a top here. Let's just see what's going on and draw a trend line so we can see. So we've got the top there. I knew it was going to be that. That's why I wanted to move the chart. Right, let's move him. Right, the top there, and we've got another top there, and we've got another top there, and we've got another top here, which was kind of a fake out. And when we do the, for those of you that don't know, when the RSI changes and moves, can you see how it's like choppy? It's like boom, 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 boom. And the reason why is because every time that it moves with the close of the candle. I'll show you what I mean. If you go into the RSI and go into settings and you go to inputs, it shows you that it's on the source, it's close. And you can change it to the histogram of the MACD. You can change it to the RSI to follow any of these, okay? But we're just following the price action, which is why the RSI is so good at finding divergence if there is any. So you wouldn't go up here with your trend, you would go to the close, and the close is down here. So the highest point of the RSI there is on the close. So yeah, we've got a down price action, and we've got a down relative strength, and now we've got, let's just see what's going on with this little thing. Like I said, I haven't done any of this. This is On the Fly. Has anybody seen that film back in the 80s, The Fly? That's a film. I think they even had this monstrous Venus flytrap on it, which was pretty freaky. Yeah, so right, so that's what we've got there. So it's following price action, but there's not enough there to suggest hidden bearish divergence from the bottom point. But what we have got is, if we just take the bottoms of the RSI and the bottoms of the RSI and the bottoms of the where's that? That's at the close. Yeah, I should get the magnet tool on, shouldn't I? There you go. And then we'll get the bottom of that one, and the bottom of that one there, and the bottom. I don't think the magnet tool works on it. No, it won't. Okay, cool. Turn the magnet off. Then what we've got is possible hidden bullish divergence. As long as it's a continuation, and it looks like it is going to be a continuation. There you go, guys. I can't give you any more technical analysis than what the charts can give us. I mean, there's plenty of other tools that we can bring in, but I really don't think that any of them at the moment, is relevant. We've looked at moving averages. We've looked at the possible hidden bullish divergence. Let's check out Rocky's. No, because I can only have so many indicators, even though it's a paid subscription. Okay, we'll get rid of Ichimoku, as I've got two of them up there for some reason. Okay, let's get rid of him as well. Now let's bring up Rocky's DMI. Just to let you know that Rockyoutcrop worked for the industry and traded and made the banks loads and loads of money, and he decided to himself, forget this, I'm not doing this anymore, I want to do it for myself. So off he went, and he left the bank and he started trading himself. Very clever guy, graduated, and now he's got thousands of subscribers, and he also has a channel. And I was very fortunate, because before his thousands and thousands of subscribers, when he only had a few hundred, he was trying to grow his YouTube channel, which is what I'm trying to do, and I got in early, so I managed to have a lot of his time, and we spent a lot of time together talking, and him explaining how the markets work, not just the technicals, but also how the forex market works, how price works, how money printing works, how the banks work, everything. So I've learned a lot from that gentleman. Now he has live streams, and occasionally you can ask him questions, and if he's got the time, he will answer. So subscribe. I will leave his Discord and his YouTube channel in the description below. All right. Guys, this has been a long ass video, and if you've watched it until the end, I implore you to give yourself a pat on the back, because it's been a long video. But guys, can you see that there isn't anything bad going on with Algorand? The fundamentals are incredible. Now they're involved in NFTs. They're, as far as I know, unless someone comes and corrects me, they are the only pure proof of stake. They are the only ones at the moment that have got it nailed down so that it is secure. It's a completely secure network that you do your transactions and they complete within 4 seconds, which isn't enough time for the market to move fast enough that you're going to lose your money. So as long as you're quick when you receive it and then you transfer it back over to Bitcoin, then that's it. It's just that fee there that you're gonna, or into fiat currency if you need it into fiat. Then that's the only thing that you're gonna pay. But yeah, look, the orders, yeah, the previous orders and the price action are going up in sync with each other, guys. You can't. I love it, absolutely love it. Oh yeah, Rocky's DMI. So we'll get rid of the MACD, get rid of the RSI, and bring in the DMI. Now this is positive. Can't remember the names of the averages on this oscillator, but here it is. As long this is the what's the word I should say? This is the pattern that you need to follow, in which case this indicator shows that it's bullish. Okay, you need to make sure it's a bit like the Ichimoku. You need to make sure the Tenkan's above the Kijun and its all the price actions above the cloud in order for it to be bullish. In this case, you need the yellow line to be above the grey line, call it grey, and then this line, this median line, this needs to be above the yellow line. So at the minute, like, we're kind of in it. But if you look at the history, when the yellow crossed there and we were above it, look at the bullish move that ended up happening. Now, this indicator saw this big move before the move happened. So you would have got in just here, like you would have got in just there on that candle. You would have bought using this indicator, and then you wouldn't. Okay, you got some little bits here, and then here, yeah. You're looking and you're waiting, and you've got the crossover just here. So you get in there. So the point of getting into Algorand is on that candle there, which is that red candle there, and it foresaw that this would end up going up, and that this moving average would end up bending up because it's tighter to the price action, and would end up going up with it as well. So the DMI is looking good too. So a shout out to Rocky Outcrop for that fantastic RO DMI. Now if you want that indicator, I'm not sure that it's in the in here. I'm not sure if it hang on a minute, let's see. RO DMI. There you go. It's not in there. So what I would say, see, I've got it. Rocky's DMI, Rocky's direction movement and index. I've got it, but it's my scripts in the built-in. It's not there, so I don't think you can get it by typing that in. You'll have to try, but I think because it's my scripts, the reason what I've done is I've got the code. I've gone into into here, and I've written the code in. And then once I've written the code in into Pine Editor, written the code in, and then pressed enter, and then put it into my favourites, and that's why Rocky's stuff's in there for me. Now I can help you get that, but you need to subscribe and go onto my Discord, and then say, hey Tony, I want the DMI so that I can trade with this indicator. It's one of my favourites. I use it a lot, and it's also showing that Algorand's doing good. And just really, I just want to add this because I stopped the video and I thought, okay, I just need to make something else, because I promised you that I would give you some price targets that I would be looking for Algorand, either to just for the sake of thinking, well, where's the Algorand going, or for the sake of, if you're trading it, where's your exit strategy going to be, and all the rest of it. Well, when I speak about these things, I'm on about hypothetically. I'm on about where I would be taking it if I was trading it myself. Okay, so right, what we've got is obviously this C, backwards C here. So there isn't any trade. There is less trading just here, which means we've got great support here and nothing really up until this point here, which just so happens to have resistance there, and resistance there. All right. And now this is an ascending triangle. In my opinion, you could turn around and say it's a wedge, which would be bearish, but we're turning around and saying it's a symmetrical triangle. I'm going from the bottoms of these candles here, and I'm using the price action of the tops of these candles here to form the basis of my of the top of my triangle. That's where I've gone from, and I believe that that's in play. So if I was to get a trend line and go from the top to the bottom of the triangle, and then right click and press clone, it'll give me another one, and then I can take that and I can say, well, where's the breakout going to happen? Well, if I just stick that there for a minute and go down on the time frames, okay, I'll be able to give you some rough indication with the Bollinger Bands on. Again, not financial advice, but it's just roughly where I think it's going to go. The way the Bollinger Bands are going at the minute with the 20 SMA is on its way up here, a breakout, and the Bollinger Band, I can't see this Bollinger Band going up anytime soon, so we might get a bounce down here up to the next Bollinger Band, and then the breakout probably happening somewhere here, okay, which is on the 23rd of June, 23rd of June, roughly the 23rd of June. So if I go back to the daily, I get my trend and I take it to the 23rd of June, 23rd of June, which would be there roughly, boom. Then that is where I would turn around, and if I just press lock just to make sure it stays there, I would say that for now, and if I put a line there, we'll see if we get any consistency with anything, right? So that is where I'm saying the take profit's going to be roughly there. Okay, so price is $1.53. $1.53. In the breakout is going to happen, I reckon, on the 23rd of June. When does the price when does the price go up to there? I can't say, but I can tell this is what I think is going to happen. All right, we're going to end up going up, and then when we get to the 23rd of June or 23rd, 24th, 25th of June, we're going to get a breakout. That's once we get the breakout, that would be textbook to put your trade in, which just coincides with this candle here. Probably people have already worked out this, and they've got their trades in just here on this trading candle here, this big one just here, right? It's probably why everyone's got it there, because everyone's doing the same as what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's where you would enter your trade, and then I think that we're just going to go like this. I'm going to look up. We go like this. Oh, you plank! Come on, Rodney. Sorry guys, so we're going to go up, we're going to go like this, boom. This candle here, so a lot of trading volume, so we might end up getting a bit of a rejection and coming up and testing it and then going like this. And then that's it. It will probably bounce around here for a little while. Then, eventually, once it breaks it, this then will become support. And I believe it will be strong support. And we'll then be like this, and then we'll get this big retracement, bang, and then it will just be like this for a little while, and so on and so forth. That's how I see Algorand playing out myself. So leave comments, like, subscribe, please subscribe. I need subscribers. And everybody's watching my videos, and the analytics are telling me that they're watching the videos, but nobody is pressing the like button because everybody forgets. So press the like button, please. Okay. what am I doing? I want the cross. I want the cross. I want the cross. Okay, so there you go. There's my price promise for you. Okay, so there we go. So $1.53, and then after that, and we've gone past this point here. You see, because it's tested it 3 times. What will happen is as soon as we break it, it'll rock it. It'll just rock it. It'll just go straight past the all-time high, like it did then. As soon as it went past the all-time high, it rocketed, and it'll do it again. It's tested it a few times. We've got to go up now, test it again, and then once we've gone past it, it'll rock it up again, and that's when this will just keep going. It's just like, and then it'll be 20 on market cap, and then 15, and then it'll overtake all the others because people are not aware, as many people that should be aware of Algorand, and just it's statistics, not statistics, it's fundamentals. It's an incredible coin. It's incredible. It is just the best. That's it. That's me, and I'm signing out for this one now, and I will say goodbye. Okay.